Hey everyone, thank you so much for coming back and watching. Today I'm going to be doing the part 2 of the easy everyday makeup looks. Today I'm going to be focusing on easy everyday eyeshadow, something that you can just throw on and then be out the door really quickly. So if you guys are interested in that, then just keep on watching. Today I'm going to be priming my skin with the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This primer is awesome. It's really amazing for giving your skin a nice healthy glow. You can mix this in with your foundation or just use it as a primer. I prefer to use it just on its own as a primer underneath my foundation. So I'm just going to blend that in. Next up, I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Dewy and Smooth Fit Me Foundation. I talked about this in my November favorites, and it's a really great product to use for every day, and it's also buildable, so you can use it for a more glam look. I've done it both ways. I'm just going to put this on the back of my hand. So I've used this foundation with a beauty sponge and also with a brush, but today I'm going to be using a stippling brush. This is from Real Techniques. And I'm going to dip my brush in there and just put it all over my face and then blend it in. So once that's all blended in really well, I'm going to be taking my NARS Creamy Concealer in the color Medium 2 Ginger. I'm going to be putting this under my eyes, on my chin, down my nose a little bit, and on my forehead. And using my Real Techniques complexion sponge, I'm just going to blend that all in. So I'm going to be taking the same Becca highlight that I used in the part 1 of these looks, and this is in the color Moonstone again, and it's just a little sample size. So I'm going to be taking this on the tops of my cheeks. I really like doing this. I think it does add a little something to the look. If you want some highlight in your everyday looks but don't want to look super powdery, then layering your highlights like this is a really good idea. Alright, so now that that's done, I'm going to be setting my under eyes, and today I'm going to be using this Ofra Cosmetics Banana Powder. It's just in a little Z palette, and mine is really dirty because one of my shadows actually broke. It was this one. It's a NYX shadow, and it broke and it got like all over, but luckily it didn't really ruin any of the other eyeshadows, so that's good. I'm going to be taking this Real Techniques setting brush and just swirling my brush in there a little bit, getting it on both sides, and then applying it under my eyes. I kind of have to be careful with this powder because if I put too much on under my eyes, it will crease a little, which is kind of weird. And setting a little bit on my chin and my nose and forehead. Last time I used a Maybelline loose powder to set my face, but today I'm going to switch it up just a little bit and use this Laura Geller Balance and Brighten Foundation in the color Medium. This is really nice. It's baked, so it doesn't pack on a lot of coverage, but I like just using it as a setting powder, so I'm just using a Morphe powder brush. It's just a big fluffy brush, and I'm going to be swirling my brush in there, getting some product, and then just setting my face anywhere that I tend to get oily. Now I'm going to be focusing on the eyes, and I'm just going to zoom you guys in a little so you can see better. I usually prime my lids with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, but lately I've noticed that, I don't know if it's this one in particular, but it seems to be just a little oily, and it's not setting my eyeshadow as well as it used to. If you guys have any recommendations for eyeshadow primers, then please let me know in the comments below because I would love to try out a new primer. I've just always had this one and it's lasted me forever. So yeah. I'm just going to be taking that same setting brush that I used under my eyes and taking this color from the Tartelette palette. It's the color Flower Child, and I'm going to use it to set my entire eyelid. This just helps the shadows go on really nicely and pigmented. They won't stick to any spots that are still really tacky. Honestly, when it comes to everyday eyeshadows, I don't really do one particular look at each time. I just kind of like doing fresh looks with the same types of colors. So I usually gravitate to the Tartelette In Bloom palette. This is my favorite palette of all time. It's so good. The colors are so pretty and natural. And you also have some dark colors right here that you can use for more dramatic looks. I love those shadows as well. Lately, I've been using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette as well. This palette has really great colors for everyday looks, and you can do really dramatic looks as well. And I feel like the colors in this palette are really, really interesting. They're different from any other palettes that I've seen before, and I just really like it. I'm going to be using the Tartelette In Bloom palette today because it's what I'm most familiar with, and I just love this palette so much. So to start off, I'm going to be taking Smarty Pants on this Mally brush. Look, I hit pan like just now. I'm really sad. So I'm going to be blending this all throughout my crease and taking it up a little bit because I do have really small eyelids. And I'm kind of just flicking it out a little farther because this is a light color. So it won't look crazy or anything. It'll just look like the shadows are really well blended out once everything is blended together. It kind of diffuses. Next, I'm going to be taking the color Sweetheart and then just blending that in with Smarty Pants in my crease. So I'm going to kind of focus this underneath and above Smarty Pants, but also blending it in with it, just to give it a little more depth. So for lid colors, I really like to switch it up every day. I sometimes do the same crease colors and just switch the eyelid color, and the look looks completely different. And I think today I'm going to be using Makeup Geek Shimma Shimma eyeshadow. It's right here in the corner. It's a really pretty color. You can use it as a highlighting shade for your brow bone, for your inner corner. I really like using that. And also on your eyelids. So I'm going to be doing that today. And I'm just using this Target brand Up and Up brush. It's like a flat shader brush. And I'm just packing the color on here, and I'm going to pack it onto my eyelid. And the really cool thing about this color is that it's so shimmery and pretty that it makes it look like you spent so much time on your eyeshadow when really it's just the eyelid color that makes it look awesome. I'm also going to be taking a little bit on that same brush and just putting it into my inner corner as well. Now I'm going to be taking my MAC 217 brush and just blending those colors in together and making sure there's no harsh lines from the eyelid to the crease color. You can always start with just a little bit of eyeshadow on your brush and then building it up. I really highly suggest doing that method instead of just putting a bunch of eyeshadow on your eyelid and then blending it out. That will just make it really, really difficult. Okay, and that is the eyeshadow done. Now I'm going to be taking my eyelash curler. This is the Shu Uemura eyelash curler. And I'm going to be skipping eyeliner today because, like I said in my last video, I really do like just doing eyeshadow or just doing eyeliner for everyday looks. I feel like it makes it way faster, and I don't know, I just like the look of it for everyday wear. And I'm using my Maybelline Full and Soft Mascara, the waterproof version. I like using this as a base for all of my other mascaras. I can't live without this mascara. It's amazing. I have really stick straight eyelashes and they're pretty long. They just grow downwards. So curling my eyelashes is a must. This mascara really, really helps to add a base layer for my other mascaras. So if you guys have a problem with your eyelashes like drooping throughout the day or just not holding curl, then I definitely recommend this. So while that mascara dries, I'm going to be working on my eyebrows, and I'm using my Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil in the color number 5. It's not a good brow day, guys. It's really not. For some reason, whenever I do my eyebrows on camera, they end up absolutely horrible. So I promise that they're not this bad in person or every day. Just every day. I'm going to be setting my eyebrows with the Brow Gal eyebrow gel. Alright, and for my second layer of mascara, I'll be using my Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof mascara. This is a really great mascara if you're not going to be wearing false eyelashes or anything. I never used to wear false eyelashes, and I would just always pack on the mascara. This mascara is so good for when you just want really big, voluminous eyelashes. Today I'm going to be using this Rimmel contour palette thing, and this is in the color 3 Golden Bronze, and it's really, really nice. I really like the contour color in here. It's a little dark, so you have to use a light hand using it, but the highlight's really pretty and the blush is really pretty, so I'm going to be using both of those today. I'm taking my Morphe angled brush and using it to bronze my skin. Dipping my brush in the color. Using an Up and Up brush from Target, I'm going to be taking this blush color. Alright, and after that, I'm going to be taking my Morphe M501 brush and the highlighting shade in this palette, and I'm going to use it on my cheekbones just to highlight. By the way, I did try out the Maybelline version of like the contour palettes. It's like in a black compact, and it has the same thing, like a contour, blush, and a highlight, but I really, really prefer this one way more. It's a lot more blendable, the colors match my skin way better, and I like how small it is because the Maybelline one is really big. So for my lips, I usually change it up. I'll use either like a lip liner or just a gloss or lip balm or something. But today I think I'm going to be using this Neutrogena Moisture Smooth Color Stick in the color Berry Brown. So it's just like a wash of color, and it's very moisturizing. And they smell good. They smell like candy. And then a nice healthy spritz of MAC Prep and Prime. So. And that is it, guys. That is my look for the day. It's just a really easy everyday makeup look. Just using eyeshadow really makes it look like you spent a lot of time on your makeup when really it takes you like 5 minutes to do. I'm sorry about my hair. I really need to brush it like really bad. I should really brush it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a very simplistic look, but I am planning on coming out with more holiday looks, and I'm really, really excited for those. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, then please subscribe to stay notified on those videos. If you liked this one, please like it, comment, share, and of course subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!